So what's up guys, welcome back to a new video. Today's video will be a talking video and also just going over my week, what happened, how my psychology was and what my bias was because I switched to a different model that I can't leak because I signed a NDA. But my daily bias is still the same because I had a like 70 to 80% win rate, like bias rate with my bias. So that didn't really change. I just added some things that I cannot leak, but that just confirms my bias and gives it a little tweak. But besides that, my bias remains the same. So today we'll just be going over my bias every single day and showing my trades. Obviously, I can't show the entry trigger, but I can show you what I took and just, like that. So to start Monday, let's get into Monday. I'll go into replay mode for this. To 9:15. What did I see? Going to the higher time frame first. Obviously, we are at all-time highs. You can't really see it here, but we are at all-time highs. Let me fix this. Yeah. Then after that, I saw us rebalancing this important range into CE as well as this little range into OTE and the maximum expansion of OTE. Not that, just not about that, but the big OTE level got hit. So I wanted us to go for all-time highs again and fill this NWalk. So on the 1 hour, that got confirmed. My NWalk is till here, by the way. Like, this is my NWalk. I saw a lot of people doing it different, but this is my NWalk. If you go to the 1 minute, I'll just show it real quick. 1 minute, and the NWalk is like this. This close of the NWalk top, the close, and the NWalk bottom will be the open, so it will be this level. So I was bullish to fill that. I was wrong that on Monday, but what did I take? So my bias was bullish. We had a, let's go to 9:30. So 9:30 came bullish, but also really bearish. That was a pretty crazy reaction. You could have taken shorts off of that for my thing I trade, but I was more bullish. So what did I? So what was I looking for? This really nice 50-minute range. I wanted that. I wanted this to get rebalanced, or even this range to get rebalanced, and then look for longs. And that's exactly what happened. Ideally, I wanted to sweep this because we were holding this 5-minute gap, or sweep this. I think we had this. Let's see what I took. 1 minute. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we had an SMT as well. I can't really show that right now, but I'm pretty sure we had an SMT here. Bam. Next candle went up. I took an entry right here. Targeting with a 10-point stop, targeting the NWalk. Let me mark out the NWalk. The NWalk was my drawn liquidity for that day, so I'll just use it like this. Bang. So that was my target for that day. We didn't hit that. I got broke even on this, but this was a phenomenal entry in my opinion. Why did we get break even on this? This was just SMT'd. But in hindsight, I could have trailed, but NWalks are such a clean drawn liquidity, so I was like, nah, I wanna hold this for the full TP. That was a pretty nice entry. After that, we reswapped this, and then we came into this significant gap, as you can see on the 5-minute. Look, and also on the 50-minute. Or on the 30-minute, something like that. Yeah, 30-minute gap. 30-minute gap as well as the 30-minute OTE. So that was a new level I wanted to take longs from. So what did we see? Bang. Insane reaction here. I think I took something like this here. Wait, let me see the next candle because I don't really remember. Yeah, I got kind of chopped up here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I took something like this, got broke even. Break even because I go break even after 10 points. Bang. Then I saw this as a little AMD model. This entry was valid, but I just got like, I saw this was chopped, so I didn't want to re-enter. I got broke even here. Then I saw this as a internal AMD model, an AM back into the deeper into the range and more into a nice discounted FEG right here. And then the way I look at it is like, where do I want to take my inversion? Because before this model, I traded inversions. And if we had an inversion right here, I wanted to take that. This one was valid for me as well, but that would have been a break-even one. If I had an inversion right here, that would have been valid. And this inversion looks super clean. So what did I take? I took, on the next candle, I took something like this, I'm pretty sure. Bang, a run through like that with a TP at this. Oh no, at the next candle. It was from me, I think. Yeah, something like this. To TP for 8R or 9R at the end walk fill. Pretty sure I got like, did I get full TP here? No, break even again, which was really unfortunate. Break even again. I think this was a valid trade as well. My bias was bullish, and after that, I trade till like 10:30, but I had like three. I got broke even 3 times. Was like, yeah, that's it for me. I went offline. Volume slowed down, as you can see. Like at that point, I didn't really want to trade anymore. Like we were chopping, so I'm good on my end to go offline there. So yeah, that was Monday. Just an easy bias. Look at your structure and look at what draw on liquidity is probably the strongest. Obviously, this wasn't the strongest draw on liquidity that day, but probability-wise, this is probably the strongest draw on liquidity to target. So that was my Monday. Let me delete these. Then let's go to Tuesday. I think this video will be a little bit longer, but I think that's fine. By psych was then going over the psych on Monday. I think I did pretty decent going off there in time before 10 when we got some chop. 3 break evens, go offline, that was fine to me, so I did pretty good on Monday, I would say. Then let's go to Tuesday. So, and as you can see, the MWalk did get filled, but just not in this session. A pullback, and then we filled that. Okay, then on then let's go to here. Bang. Okay, so my bias on Tuesday, let's see it. Again, pretty bullish, but we had an SMT here, I'm pretty sure. So that was like, even though we are at all-time highs, we can still get like a pullback. But that was quite hard for me to see. So what did I want to see? I had a pretty clear range here from here to here. I wanted this range to get rebalanced and then look for long opportunities. Or maybe it was a 5 minute, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, or a pullback into this 5 minute and then lower prices were also valid for me. So I'll mark this out real quick, bang, and then the 1 hour range CE, I'll mark that out as well. That will be right here. Let's see, this 1 hour gap is probably valid enough. Would have been valid enough for me. I posted all the trades on TikTok that I took, so if it's like kind of off, if you check my story on TikTok every day, it should be kind of right still. Like at least a little bit. Okay, this wasn't what I wanted to see. In hindsight, I wanted to see this get tapped, this 5 minute gap, and then come for that 1 hour gap and the CE of the range. So it's like, damn, now I gotta look for longs, which is in my opinion a little bit less probable. Uh, because like this looked like a clean market maker sell model to rebalance this, and here like, are we really gonna bounce from here, or are we just gonna continue the bearish trend? So that was like kind of hard, but still I looked for an entry here. I got a loss here, I think, because like I got a pretty bad fill here. I'm pretty checking my journal real quick, guys. Tuesday is the 21st of April. Let me see that 21st on April. What even is that, bro? Okay, yeah, 21st of April. That was like this. Yeah, I got chopped up like here once. I think that was still a valid area to look for longs. Then I saw a resweep within SMT, enter right here, break even setup again. And then I saw like, damn, this is just pure chop, so I don't want to be trading in this. And then I took a re-entry right here. This was a pretty clean little range that we rebalanced into OTE. I wasn't confident because we were still like kind of in the chop, and then we had a new range rebalance here from here to here into OTE, into CE, I'm pretty sure. Bang, into OTE as well. And then I took a entry right here. Bang. This was my entry, and I targeted a key level right here, I'm pretty sure, something like that. That did get hit for 6R, I think it was. Yeah, 6R for me. So 6R, that was a pretty nice trade. It was exactly right here, so something like that. Yeah, but again, look, that was my bias game. Yeah, pretty clear in my opinion. Either a sweep into the 5 minute gap, then go lower, or a sweep into the CE of the range and the 1 hour gap, and then look for longs. So that was my Tuesday. Then let's go to Wednesday. Wednesday. Same thing on Wednesday. Like same thing on Tuesday. I think I did pretty good, but that's also easy to say because I took a W on Tuesday, so it's not really like a big psychological day uh on Tuesday. If you have a win, like that's not hard to log out and stuff, but logging out on a loss is way harder. Oh wait, let me do my buys first. So buys, this was just really choppy. On Wednesday was quite hard. In hindsight, I wanted to see a rebalance into this OTE of the range and then go higher. Look like this. This was just too choppy, so I wanted a little AMD, but we just didn't really get that. 4 hour time frame was kind of bullish still, but also like kind of ranging. I know we had an SMT here, but just a tough day in my opinion. Like ideally, we would have swept into this 1 hour gap right here and then go higher, but that was just a pretty tough day in my opinion. Let's see what we had. So 9:30 opened here. I was looking for this key level. But I saw an SMT. Wait, let me check my journal what I actually took before I start yapping some BS. Okay, yeah. Okay, I was really patient here. Why? Because it was quite hard for me to look what we wanted to see because of the like it was so choppy. I wanted to see a key level. Then I finally switched to shorts because of this reaction. Look at this candle. That was such a bearish candle, as well as an SMT right here. And this SMT was kind of a nice SMT into a key level on ES. So yeah, I wanted to target this rebalance. So I took an entry, a little late entry. Normally I would have entered right here. But for me, I wasn't that confident in shorts or longs here. So I entered on the next entry and it was right there. Targeting this, bang. And I got broke even, which is totally fine. After that, I switched to bullish again because we had SMTs all over. And then I took a long setup after this failing. Pretty sure that was somewhere here. Yeah, that was right here. Damn, I missed out on the chart, but like right here, same thing. SMT at the low, little range that got rebalanced into CE with wicks. You don't want to see closes there. You want to see clear wick reactions. Holding this 1 minute gap and then just a clean volume bang. Unfortunately, this break even me, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this break even me, I wanted to see 5R, or no, I wanted to see all-time highs that were like up here somewhere. Yeah, like right here, I think. Oh no, 5R for me, I wanted to see. What happened? I got edged and then I got broke even. Look, edge broke even, and then we just ran to TP, which is really unfortunate because after that we just pump all day. That was just really annoying and really unfortunate. But again, clear bias, SMT at the low. Ideally, I wanted to see a pull into here and then go up. But you gotta be reactionary and like with such a clear, you see this. This is a sweep with no closes. So sweep with no close within SMT is quite nice to see a bullish reaction from. Then that was Wednesday psychology again, pretty decent. I only had one bad day psychology wise. Yeah, and that was Friday. I'll come to that. Then we go to Thursday. So Thursday, let's go there. Thursday replay mode, 9:15. What did I see on Thursday? Again, all-time high. So I am leaning bullish, as well as holding these 4 hour gap and holding just this. Ideally, this range was super beautiful, respected like once, twice into the OTE. So I wanted to see longs from there. I could have seen shorts from this key level back into the 1 hour gap, but that's just hard because of the all-time highs we are trading at. So what did I take before let me check that in my journal. Okay, that's what I took. Let's go to 9:30. So I am looking for longs. Okay, bang. We sweep, we have a double SMT like this and also like this. I see that, I enter instantly on the volume coming in like that. This got broke even, unfortunately, but this was again a pretty nice play. But I was bullish. SMT, SMT, beautiful reaction. Enter on the volume there with my entry model that I got teached. And then yeah, that was basically my entry right there. After that, we played to TP again. Really unfortunate day. Then we swept Asia High. I can show this kill zone. Look, we swept Asia High, and then I was like, are we really? Do we really want to play longs here? I entered again right here, but just this video is more about the bias than about the entries, because I can't really teach the entries. I can't teach my bias. So that's what I'm trying to do here. After sweeping Asia High, I was like, with such a reaction, look at that candle, guys. Look at that candle. This is such a rejection candle with like such a big wick there. Like, are we really want to continue there? No. I want to see closes above to take more longs. So right here, I was like, it's really hard for me to, are we still want to go for longs? But I was also not switching to bearish because higher time frame I was bullish. And these double SMTs, like right here, bang, bang. These double SMTs were really strong in my opinion. So what happened? We went down. I did not take shorts here because I was not ready to take those. Then we had a new SMT right here, and again I tried again longs on the volume there. Bang, break even. Not only once, I tried twice. I'm pretty sure. Like bang, I tried here again with another break even. Like boom, this, and then I got broke even again. Bang. I didn't look, I didn't target all-time highs or like something up here. I targeted into the range. Why into that? Because I want to see this range get rebalanced, because I'm not sure if we really want to go up anymore after this sweep, after that sweep of Asia. Are we really, is that the low resistance liquidity? Nah, that's like kind of high resistance. So I'm like really careful. Do I want to target that? No, I want to target a rebalance. Obviously, my model is now at least 5R, so that's what I've been doing. And I unfortunately got broke even, and then we ran 2TP. Really unfortunate week here from me, because like I've been on the right side of the market, but just can't get the executions in with like a lot of break evens. After that, I was like, nah, okay. It's like 10:30 and stuff. I don't want to be trading after 10:30. So again, I logged off, and that was my day. I think it was break even day again. Break even, break even, break even. 3 times break even. Went off again. After that, I'm pretty sure we ran up. Yeah, so my bias was kind of right, I think. Yeah, look, my bias in the long term was right. We were still bullish there with those nice SNTs and those weekly reactions. So that was nice. So that was Thursday. I think my psychology was also kind of decent on Thursday. Obviously, I'm not the best with the model yet. I'm still trying my best. I had a pretty nice week last week. If you guys really want to see that, just comment below and I'll do that week again, like show over what I took, because I couldn't do it in the weekend because I was moving back to this place from my parents' house. So that was like kind of a busy weekend. If you guys really want to see that other week as well, my entries and my bias, how I do my bias, I can show you guys that as well. If you just comment it below, if I have a lot of enough people asking for that, I'll do that as well. Then last day, Friday, again a really unfortunate day, and that costed me the account I was trading on. I was trading on an evil account. Pretty clean day. Like we rebalance this range, we hold this. Look, we rebalance this range into OTE. We hold that. So yeah, we are gonna expand on the higher time frame. We are gonna make new highs, all-time highs. So that is exactly what I was looking for. What did I want to see? I wanted to see this range get rebalanced either in CE and also this 1 hour gap. I'll mark that out for you guys. This 1 hour gap, look, this 1 hour gap, or ideally this 1 hour gap. Why? Because this is OTE. So that is, those were my key levels. Then 30-minute as well. Look how clean that range get rebalanced. Then my entry model. Oh, I didn't even go into replay mode, but it's pretty clear. I'm not even gonna go replay mode this day. I wanted to see I'm pretty sure this is the range. Yeah. So I wanted to see the OTE or the OTE. Ideally this OTE, but this was also a nice entry. So yeah, let's go into that. 9:30. What happened? 9:30 spiked down. It was not really good volume for me to enter off, so I waited it out a bit. Not really any nice key levels like volume wise for me to enter off of. Then we resweep that into the CE and look at this rejection candle. this rejection candle just tells me like, yeah, this is a nice place to maybe switch. My entry model got right here, so I entered. I targeted a key level for me right here. In hindsight, you could have targeted the all-time highs, but let's be honest, 12R is like more than enough to close a week on the Friday. So I was fine with that. So I entered. I was up 5R, I'm pretty sure. 6R even maybe. Look, I was up 7R. Nah, not 7. Okay, 6.5R. And then I did get break even by a singular tick, as you can see right here. That was really annoying because I was doing quite good on the account. I was, if this trade hit, I would have had my max payout, and that was like really nice because that would have been the first payout with the model as well. So yeah, that sucks. I got broke even here, and then I FOMOed into every single thing. And yeah, that was just a pretty bad day on my end. Not gonna lie. Is that my own fault? Obviously, that is my own fault. That shouldn't happen, and it shouldn't have happened. But yeah, like I was pretty pissed here. Like I know this is CE and OTE of the range, but like, bro, come on, like 2 ticks, break even by 2 ticks. I got really upset like that, and I know my bias was right because this Friday, I just showed you the 1 hour range that was super clean, super nice. Clean 1 hour range, rebalance the OTE, and then go higher. So that is exactly what I wanted to play. I play it and I get break even by 2 ticks. Yeah, then I see us running and bang, we hit TP on the long run. And yeah, FOMOed into every single thing here. Was that bad? Yeah, I blew the account. Not happy about it, but yeah, psychology wise, that was a pretty bad day. Besides that, my week was pretty decent, I would say. Psychology wise, I did amazing. Besides on Friday, yeah, I was really patient, waiting for my setup. I've been getting better as well with my model that I've been teaching right now. Um, yeah, but again, Friday should not have happened because if Friday didn't happen, I would have got a 4 hour week, and now I have a minus, bro, just blow the account type of hour week, you know. So 4 hour week is quite decent still with this model. So that was just greed on my end. I'm not happy about that, and I'm gonna do better this week hopefully. Just be patient. Two main things I gotta still learn is learning how to hold these big trades, because am I really gonna hold to like 10R then not even trail to a 1-to-1? You know what I'm saying? So those are the things that I gotta figure out for myself, and then learning how to take losses is also a pretty big thing on my end. Why? Because with these kind of models, obviously you're not gonna have a 90% win rate or 80% win rate, so you are gonna take more losses, and I gotta know how to handle those, you know. So yeah, that's also something I gotta really need to learn how to handle those losses. Pretty bad day on Friday. Statistically, for day traders, also the worst day. Most accounts are blown on Friday, and I'm just a statistic. Statistic there. It sucks. Yeah, it just sucks. Obviously, I'm going again on Monday with a new account. Not happy how Friday went, but still, I took a solid trade right here, and then if this did not hit me break even, I would have gotten the max payout right there. So that was obviously in my head because I haven't had big payouts this year. I've got one payout in January, and besides that, it has been pretty hard for me. So yeah, that was why I probably crashed out. It sucks, but we gotta move next, you know. Besides that, I think my week was pretty decent psychology wise. Only Friday was pretty bad. The weekend was nice. I had a call with like my mentor as well, and just learning new things, learning the model, refining my trades, going over everything. And yeah, I've been getting a lot of help from those guys. Besides that, psychology wise, I have still some issues, obviously, like learning how to lose and learning how to hold, but I will figure those out in the long run because market experience wise, I've been doing pretty good. Bias wise, like I was one day wrong this week, like only Monday was wrong. Besides that, look, we play it out to all time highs, like easily. It's just really unfortunate that I got broke even there. But hey, that's part of the game. PA is still slow in my opinion. pretty hard to trade. Like, what point is this? Like 150 point range. We've been like, well, back in the day, 2024, 2025, we had like 300, 400 point ranges, you know. So I still think with all the war stuff going on, this is a pretty slow week and a pretty hard week as well as for like my old model. I would have been chopped up again, I think, with my old model. But yeah, like PA has been hard and it's gonna stay hard for a little bit until like all the war stuff is gone. But yeah, we gotta live with it and we gotta move with it, you know. At the end of the day, like we cannot do anything about that. We just gotta adapt and move on with that. Yeah, that was my week, guys. If you have any questions, boy, you can DM me on like Twitter or like X, whatever. You can DM me on X, TikTok. Just comment below. I'll answer as well. Yeah, that was my week, guys. If you wanna like and subscribe, I would really appreciate that. The last two videos were like pretty nice. I got some, for me at least, there were some nice views, so I appreciate that a lot. This video is like, bro, almost half an hour. It is a bigger video, but if you like those videos, just let me know so I can make that from last week as well. Because I didn't do that week because I had to move all that stuff. In my opinion, I will be uploading these more often, just a weekly video, because I can't really upload trade recaps. Like this was more of a bias recap, you know. So I can just do that with my own market experience, but I can't really go over my trade and just the um just like my entry triggers, you know, so that's like quite hard. Just let me know if you have any more ideas or like things you want to see on my end. Just let me know in the comments. If you want to use any prop firm, I'm affiliated with Lucid, code Skepsy. If you send me proof, I will be hosting giveaways when I get paid out from them. I did a giveaway like this week, and Pascal won the 25k pro account. Uh, like free on my end, and it worked. Like I spinned it on the live stream. He won fair and square, so I will do those giveaways more often. Just use my code, send me proof in my DM on TikTok, on Twitter, whatever, even on IG, Skepsy Trades, and I'll put you in the next giveaway, you know. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys soon in the next video.